What's up guys, Clef101 here, and today I'm bringing you episode 4 of Road to Remake. So last episode just went through a bit about materia and how to use it a little bit. Went through, didn't really, not much really happened in regards to me doing anything. It was more story progression related material that was going on. So right now we're on board the train. We're heading to Sector 5 to go blow up the Sector 5 Marco reactor. Oh, in the second video I mentioned about this part here. So the gentleman sitting down says something up here. Barrett runs all the way up here, hears what he says. It's like, you know, the voice has just stayed there. So he's gone all the way up, heard the voice where it was said, speaks to the screen, so the other bloke doesn't even know he's saying something to him, and then runs up to him and gets all angry that he never heard him. Yeah, it's good fun. It's ridiculous, really. Yeah, he gets super angry. Punches him with his gun, and look here, he aims with his hand. He's holding his hand with his gun, so I have no idea what he's going to do. Just some small errors made by the team that created it. They were working on a sort of tight schedule. I do know for a fact that they ran out of time when making this game. That is why 2 characters are optional. They were supposed to be like a part of the game, but they're only optional characters because they didn't have enough time to actually incorporate it in. There's a lot of glitches within the game as well because they didn't have enough time to work through the bugs and fix them. So one of the glitches, which is the most famous glitch, I suppose, in the game, is the W item glitch. It is the most useful glitch within the game, hands down. And because it's such an iconic glitch, I genuinely hope that they actually keep it within the game, because it made things a heck of a lot easier, but it sort of made things a heck of a lot easier. You could basically duplicate as many items as you wanted. So I think there's only a certain amount of like mega elixirs that you can obtain throughout the game, but you could grab 99 just through the glitch. So you could do the same with sources or particular sources as well. Sources are like the strength up and everything to add power and magic and everything to your stats, so you can actually max out your characters and make them gods effectively. But yeah, we'll get that right at the end of the game when I'm showing you a lot of the side quest stuff at the end of the game. So someone blew the security systems on the train. I'm just going to let you know that it was Cloud. I should have gone back and gotten that item. You want to get all the way to the end of the train here. You can get items here if you are quick. I messed it up. Thank you, high potion. You can get a Phoenix down in the very first train, but I forgot to grab it. You've got to go like all the way back to the back of the train and then go all the way back up to the train. There's a dude here that does something to you, I don't know what. He steals some gil, I'm pretty sure. If you go back to him, you can get it back, I'm pretty sure. It's been a long time since I've actually moved through the whole train. And this is the end of the train, so this is your last. You don't have to do any more running to the train or anything. You've got plenty of time to be able to get through. No idea what Barrett does, like seriously. Runs all the way to the end, goes like all the way back. Alright, let's go. Let's talk to Jesse. Do I look good in a shooting uniform? Yeah. I'm pretty sure that drops Tifa, but I'm not 100% sure. I can't remember. Talk to Tifa. Yeah, Cloud's a badass. He's all like, meh. See, this is one of the things here. Tifa's a bit unsure about something, but you don't know what. Just jump off a ridiculously fast moving train. Woo-hoo. Everybody does it. Music in this game is really, really fantastic. It was done with an actual orchestra Not all of the music, obviously. Now, in this particular part here, I'm going to show you a bit of a secret. It is pretty well known these days. I'm just going to turn on ×3 to speed through this part though. So generally speaking, you want to go forwards down this tunnel, okay? What I'm going to do is go backwards. You'll see why. Like I said, I'm just running ×3 just to speed up the process. We don't need to, you know, go at a snail's pace here. Now, depending on how you want to play the game, depends on whether you want to go this way. So you see experience top left, AP top right. AP is for your materia. I'm actually just going to do something because it works out in my favour. Barrett's a long range attacker, so you can put him in the back row and he still does the same damage, but he receives less damage. Whereas if you put anyone else in the back row, they do half damage. Potion. I'm not sure. I can't remember if I said it in my first video, but your limit breaks. You've got 4 tiers of limit breaks. Okay, so for your each tier you've got 2 different levels of limit breaks. So on your first tier, your first level is automatically given to you. Oh my god, ×3 is hard to control. Level 2 in the first tier, you have to beat a certain amount of enemies with each character to be able to get their level 2. No, sorry, you have to use your first limit break, so you're level 1 in that tier a certain amount of times to get level 2, and then while you're actually using the tier, you have to beat a certain amount of enemies to progress to the next tier. And you can only equip the level 4, the tier 2 limit breaks, once you have learned all of the others. And you can only learn level 4 by obtaining a certain item. So once you go back about 4 screens, depending on how far along the train that you got. So if you don't progress at all in the train and you just stay in that first car, you'll be much further back in the tunnel and you'll only have to come back like 1 or 2 screens. These guards here, shooting guards, got to turn back. You don't want to turn back, you want to stay here. And you can do this for a very long time. This is a recurring battle the entire time. You can stay here. I stayed here on my trophy run through. So the first PlayStation 4 run through, I stayed here for about an hour and a half, and I ended up being, I think, about level 20-ish, and I had all 3. So yeah, you've got the option to stay there. You can stay there if you want to. On most run-throughs, I'll stay there for about an hour and a half, get up to about level 15, and then progress on, but I'm not going to do that today. I'm doing just a normal, no overpowered run-through for you guys. So yeah, if you want to level up, just to make the game slightly easier for yourself, I would definitely recommend going there. It makes the rest of Midgar a joke. Like ridiculously easy. There are a couple of other spots in the game that you can do a similar sort of thing, just to make the game a little bit easier for you, especially if you are sort of struggling a little bit with the game. So yeah, just a small little secret spot there that you don't normally come across unless you've actually read it or someone's told you about it. So just thought I'd share that with you guys. Tifa's leveling up quite nicely. She's catching up to the rest of the team. And oh, it must be the next screen. Whoop. Next screen should be where we need to go. So I'm pretty sure the screen that I'm in right now, in terms of the tunnel, is where you actually jump, where we jumped off in the first place. It's pretty good experience here at the moment. 80, it drops back down, which is why you want to stay here and go back there, because they give you 88, and that's pretty good experience for where you are at the moment. So you can't go any further because of the beams. You have to go down this little hatch here. So good fun, good luck, Barrett. He does make comment that he doesn't want to go down. Ether. Woo! Ethers are pretty useful if you're using a lot of magic. Not so useful if you're overpowered, because you can basically rely on your attack command throughout the entire game. Yeah, so I'll be relying on a lot of magic throughout the game, throughout the playthrough, because I'm not being overpowered. So there's nothing to collect in this area, nothing of value. You can fight a few enemies, but we're not going to. It's actually pretty lucky that I didn't get into a random encounter there, so that was alright. Random encounters can be your best friend if you're wanting to level up a bit, which through various stages of the game I may potentially try and do, or they can be your worst enemy when you're just trying to hurry up. Potion! Bet you didn't see that one there. There's a save point there. There's a tent there as well. Tents are very, very, very useful. Probably a bit later on in the game. Oh, we're not in times 3 anymore. It's really, really weird not being in times 3 in fights after having been in times 3, because everything's just super slow-mo. Baloo. Yeah. So at the moment we're just moving through the Sector 5 reactor. It's much... I much prefer the Sector 5 reactor surroundings as opposed to the Sector 1. There's a lot more to sort of explore, I guess, with the various tunnels and everything. It's much more exciting than the Sector 1 reactor, whereas the Sector 1 reactor, I do suppose, it's a bit of a tutorial phase, so they don't want to overload you with too much stuff. See what I mean? The experience drops, like, immediately. And it doesn't get back up to 80 for a little bit, I'm pretty sure. So we're just going to save it here. I'm going to end the video here. We're 12 minutes in. I think I might do episode... What's this? Episode 5 straight away as well, and then I'll finish recording for the day, because that'll give me 3 days worth of uploadings to be able to do. So I'll leave it here, guys. Please leave a like. If you want to be named Aerith, it's not going to be the next video, it's going to be the video after, so please let me know. Otherwise I will be naming her something else. If you want to be named Aerith, let me know. If you've got a particular name in mind, it doesn't have to be anything stupid. It can be something quite fun, but please let me know. So there are some names still available. Aerith, Yuffie, Sid, and Red 13 and Vincent are still available as of recording this. So please let me know. And share the video around. Thanks.